Hi, welcome to Cheekyricho Cooking's Kmart and Co sausage roll maker, McDonald's Apple Pies. Yep, you heard it right. We're going to show you how to make these apple pies with no cooking involved of the filling, and we're going to use a Granny Smith apple and we're going to use a Pink Lady apple. Granny Smith are a little bit tart, Pink Ladies hold their shape better in cooking. This is going to make at least 4 apple turnovers. We have 1 teaspoon of potato starch and we have 1 heaped teaspoon of icing sugar or powdered sugar and some cinnamon. That's it. First thing we're going to do is put into our bowl our potato starch and our icing sugar. Good sprinkle of our cinnamon, about half a teaspoon there. Peel our apples. I am in a screaming rush because I'm going out and I want to use this last piece of pastry that I've actually thawed by accident. So just peel your apples. We're going to cut them into fairly small dice, but we don't want the skin. Apple corer. This is so quick you're not going to need to put any lemon juice on it to stop it from going brown because it'll be cooked before it has a chance to do that. I've got some slightly bigger pieces and some smaller pieces in there. Okay. And continue with the rest. Okay, now when I put the pastry into the pie maker, normally I peel this back and then you sort of sticks your fingers a little bit, but if you put it in with the plastic already on it and then you just peel the plastic back, it stays where you want it and doesn't get little holes in it from your fingers. Okay, and then you can just make any repairs that you need to make there. Make sure it's over the edges because you don't want any spills. Okay, so push it right out. We're ready. Give this a mix around until all of that apple and those ingredients are well and truly mixed. That potato starch is going to give a clear, glossy, jelly-like coating to our little pieces of apple. And in the 10 minutes those little tiny pieces are cooking in the pie maker, they'll actually cook. So you're going to have a really delicious sauce that's thickened. You're going to have just a pure apple pie. So this isn't fried. I thought about spritzing the inside of the sausage roll maker with some oil to give it that almost fried appearance, but I'm going for a healthier version. I've cut down on the sugar, and so far this recipe in here is completely gluten-free. If you use gluten-free flour, you're going to have a gluten-free apple pie, and that's got to be great for your gluten-free diners. Now we just fill these little holes up and press it in. Not too hard because you don't want to punch it through the bottom of the pastry, but you'll see that this is absolutely packed with filling, much better than your fast food chains apple pies. Much better. They probably don't use this much apple in about 10 pies. Okay, now we've made a little bit of a mound of our apple here and we've kept it away from the edges so that the scissor action doesn't get impeded by the little chunks of apple and stop it from cutting shut. So when I lift this over now, we take it to the edges and we press it down, okay? Only because it's so full. You normally wouldn't have to do this. And then down the center as well. And those little pillows there aren't going to interfere with the depth of this sausage roll maker. And it'll make, when we close it down, 4 perfect little sausage rolls, each containing a half an apple. Turn it on. Okay, 15 minutes later, and this is what you should have. Check that out. Lovely and crisp. No boil overs. Let it cool for a little while. Turn off your sausage roll maker and that will just wipe clean. We'll cut it down the center with a serrated knife in a few minutes and they are going to be the best McDonald's apple pies that you've ever had that you didn't get from McDonald's. Okay, now bear in mind we did not pre-cook this filling and we are just going to cut it down the center and again. Okay, now you can break these little edges off to make it look a little bit more authentic. They come off quite easily and that's what you have. It's really hot. And I will show you what it looks like inside. Cut it with a serrated knife. You will find that it is absolutely filled to the brim with cooked apple and look at that sauce in there. It looks exactly, wow, like a McDonald's apple pie. You see in there? I'll show you the filling. See, it's covered in the sauce. It's nice and thick. And it tastes like the real deal. Check that out. Yummo. Thanks for watching.